We are Joseph and Sandee Crook.
We have 3 children. Dylan is 9, Claire is 7, and Rosalind she'll be 3 days after Christmas. I kind of always knew about faith because I went to Greater Heights Assembly growing up, so I just kind of knew, I knew some of the kids that went here at Faith. But when we were older, we found ourselves at a time where we were looking for somewhere to go, and my cousin John and David Weiniger go to church here, so they mentioned to try you out. Our church that we had went to, the pastor passed away, and so it ended up closing. And so we kind of found ourselves for the first time in our lives with no home church, not one we had been raised in or with people we had been raised with. So I know that I felt kind of lost or displaced. I didn't really know where I was supposed to be.
I've always gone to church with my side of the family, up until we came here. So when you do that, you get real comfortable and you kind of get in your box and you don't really go out of that box.
For the first time, I feel like I'm not searching for something within our church. I don't feel like there's a part that's lacking. That was something we talked about when we were looking for a church was, we wanted one that had an amazing kids department, and not just for our kids to come somewhere and have fun, but for our kids to leave and say, I learned this today. We visited a couple churches before we came here, and we asked our kids, what'd you learn today? And they would come back and be like, oh, well, I jumped on the Jupiter jump the whole time. And I played, they couldn't really tell us anything of substance like what they learned. And so the kids program here is amazing. It's truly amazing. They learn, I love Bible quiz. My kids have learned so much. We've learned just helping them practice. I'm like, I learn more now than I ever have, but it just has everything. There's nothing that I'm searching or an area where I feel like, oh man, I'm kind of disappointed with this. I wish it would change.
They have a lot of opportunities to help out the community and get involved with that. And that's a lot different from the churches I've been to in the past.
You come here and you feel like it's here. You're not missing, it's just kind of like the whole picture. For somebody who's never experienced church before, I think that you'll be surprised with how friendly everybody is, how much of the word, the actual word that you get in coming here. It's not just, I picked this theme and this is what we're going to talk about. It's actually backed up by everything that God wants for us. So that has a lot to do with it too, I think.